Hello and welcome once again to another exciting episode of Big Mother Truckers. After more technical difficulties than I care to count, we are joined once again by Raucus K. Jackson at Big Mother Truckers Inc. Day 40, $5 million in our pockets. We are here at the garage to start off a large chain of events throughout the course of the video that I talked about in earlier videos but never actually showed off until now. I mentioned in earlier videos that the 4 Jackson kids can have different conversations with different people throughout the world of Hickstate County, and I never actually showed that off until now.
Listen, man, when the end comes, we're gonna have to, depend on personal protection, right?
Oh, I can dig that, man. Raucus K. Jackson never leaves home without his personal protection.
Yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying? I've got this AT-34 semi-automatic.
Semi-automatic? Heck, that's a new one on me.
Now, as you saw, it actually takes a little bit of time just standing there doing nothing for the conversation to start. That's the only time we're going to be seeing that. All the other timers are going to have jump cuts.
Look what the cat dragged in. I don't want to know. Here's my books. Now get!
And apparently nobody took that job at Salt Sea City just yet. Once again, here are the sibling rankings. We are still in last, behind Cletus by $2 million and behind Earl by more than $1 billion. The price history is here. If you'll remember in the last video, at the very end, we had a news flash that Skeeter's Creek wanted something for construction, and we bought steel girders on a dare, or more of a gamble really, and clearly that was not it. It's not coal, it's not wood, it's not iron ore, so what is it? Bulldozers. The one thing that Skeeter's Creek is, I think, scripted to always want, along with pesticide, is bulldozers, and they are asking for more than $250,000 for every single unit. That is one hell of a deal that we are forced to miss out right now. So our plan for right now is we have steel girders. We're going to sell that to Capital City, and we're going to buy bulldozers, and then we're going to sell bulldozers to Skeeter's Creek, and then we're actually going to buy cell phones. It's one of the safer options that I was talking about earlier, but it's one of the best deals that is available at the moment, so we're actually going to go for it. And they're not actually offering too bad a price for cell phones at Capital City at the moment. And then we're going to trade between Skeeter's Creek and Capital City a little bit, bulldozers and cell phones, and on day 45 we're going to buy refined oil instead, and then we're going to see Mom. Uneventful trip later, we are here once again at Capital City. Most of the video, spoilers, but most of the video unfortunately is me just going back and forth between Capital City and Skeeter's Creek with some deviation in between. That's really boring for an LP, and I'm kind of embarrassed about, well, not embarrassed, but disappointed by that really. That's just how the game decided to play it out for me. So here we are selling the steel girders, not as good a price as we could have gotten for the bulldozers, obviously.
So, tell me, monsieur, what do you think of my work?
What? Oh yeah, you're doing a fine job here. You'll make deputy manager in no time.
I am wasted here.
Sucks to be him.
Another man would be saddened by this.
Yeah, cry all you like about your money. So, here we are once again with Suki, but I'm feeling the slots right now. See if our luck is gonna... We'll see what it says about our luck. And we actually got one of the jackpots. I think that's a good sign if you ask me. I think we are going to do really well by the end of this video.
Hey, look at this!
Salt Sea City is asking for wood. Do not care, unfortunately. We're going to check this guy, see if he has that last elusive upgrade that we want. Speed brakes. He does not.
Now, how may I help you this time?
You can help me by giving me a conversation.
Splendid day, don't you agree? It's the sort of day for jolly japes and merry pranks, punting on the Thames, sipping champers and playing croquet.
Say what? It's the kind of day to be fixing my rig, before you get the toe of my size 12 right up your butt.
Of course, sir, as you wish. I trust sir did not think I was procrastinating.
I can't remember if I said this earlier in the video, but everybody gives you 2 different conversations. We are going to hear the next conversation for this guy pretty soon, right after we buy the bulldozers. Now, I just want you to note right now, gold and platinum are also going for double reds. That will be important later.
You know, I've been to Paris.
You are now going to make some clever remark about Paris, Texas, no?
Heck no. I mean the real one in France.
Oh, that is very, nice to hear.
Now, I'm just gonna take a guess here, but I don't think that guy is
your
French.
Participation in my art.
Call it a hunch.
I'm laying.
Yep, we're going to race this woman to Skeeter's Creek with the bulldozers. Hopefully we're gonna beat her. Sorry about that jump cut here. I spent so long trying to editing these things in AVI Synth, and for some reason I can't understand why. The dissolve command was just not working for me that one time. I just decided to leave it. I had spent enough time on it. Gonna go to the store, day 41. One day after the news flash.
What can I get for
And we are getting I think that was $3 million.
Say, you got any special offers this week, old-timer?
Old timer? You's thinking of my pappy, Old Zeke. Folks around here call me Young Zeke on account of me being younger than my pappy, see?
Well, thanks for explaining that, Pops.
There you go.
Now this thing about the conversations, I actually wanted to do that the last video, but I lost the audio and I was kind of bummed about that.
So you're back.
You might have noticed a lot of cuts in it.
Last of you. What you want this time?
I want a conversation.
So your Chuck needs some attention, yeah?
No, man, I'm just here 'cause I like the view.
Yeah, I know. I can see that pretty Maribeth's boudoir window from here.
I know, man, and I can see this junkyard every time I look out.
I have a feeling they don't really like each other.
Y'all come back.
But I kind of like this guy, Red.
Welcome back to the slaughterhouse, bro. Well, I'll be. Look at this.
Sure hope that we go someplace different other than Skeeter's Creek in Capital City next video.
What can I get?
Speaking of which, this is the second last video for Raucous Jackson. So, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to buy the cell phones.
Take care now.
Not one of the better options in the end. Oh yeah, I forgot to get to this conversation, that's why I'm coming back.
Afternoon. What can I
But cell
get
phones, they're
for
going
you?
cheap and they're selling high, so whatever.
I got me that there internet.
Get out of here.
Yup. I've been looking at them there web slides and such like, and photographs of women folk, or on web clams, and I got my own she-mail address.
Don't you mean an email address?
Oh, I got me one of them too.
Okay, time to leave.
Close the door when you leave, you dang time-wasting, pants-wearing yahoo.
Don't you run that dirty mouth on me, Zeke.
I heard you reckon you could
Yeah, let's go, bowl cut. So here we are, day 42, starting off yet another journey between Capital City and Skeeter's Creek, and we have a news flash on the bottom. Cell phone, Capital City. I'm pausing the game a couple times. It's difficult to show exactly my excitement for seeing that when I was playing it, so I was just doing that to show you just how elated I was to see that we are going to get to Capital City and we are going to beat everybody else to that wave. That was such a stroke of luck. I had no idea. And one uneventful trip later, we beat Bullcut.
got lucky, but I'll have you next
We're
time.
gonna sell those cell phones right the hell to Capital City. Beating out the siblings here. We're getting the cream of the crop pick. We are gonna get paid the absolute most for this. I think somebody out there really likes us right now. This video has started off it has started off terrifically.
Hello. I
Look
see you
at that
have
number.
returned to mock me with your
That is
real
a very friendly number. Just wow, nearly $4.5 million just for making one load, one
I
delivery.
hope
We are right the hell back up
So
there.
Cap, I saved this just for you.
Fish going for a dang high price in greenback. We have two news flashes to juggle between right now. One of them is waning a
Always
little bit.
Pleasure to have your custom. Time is of the
He still doesn't
essence.
have the speed brakes though,
May I
so
ask
I
you
guess
to
we'll just have to deal with the conversation.
Hey, man, word is you used to be one of them rich surgeons back in England. Man says you ain't with it no more, though. Word is you cut off some guy's...
What absolute nonsense. One should be careful about listening to malicious rumors. How was I to know that the admissions clerk was acutely dyslexic?
So there's the tragic story of one well-renowned doctor in Britain, brought down tragically to engineer for some truckers in some Yankee city. Buying bulldozers, heading back over to Skeeter's Creek. A little bit of a pause there just to make sure I wasn't forgetting anything. And we're off again towards Skeeter's Creek again. It seems like all I do lately is just go between Capital City and Skeeter's Creek. So I'm gonna let off some steam and beat up some people. Fortunately, that means we have to give up the lead to this guy, and we have the polices on our ass. But whatever, small price to pay. We got some crash cash going on. That's all fun. And he's not exactly returning himself some favors with the cops either.
Stop your vehicle!
We can cut him off at this turn, and we can a little bit, and we regain the lead. Right after that horrendous crash, too. Pow. It's gonna be close, and...
Dang! You were lucky this time, Bruno.
Having some difficulty lining up my truck for the parking bay, but we managed to beat him, and we still get the parking bonus. This update is going splendidly. I think it's going really well. I think we're gonna have a good time by the end of it. The wave is still going for bulldozers, but it's waning pretty clearly. The last time was 3 million, now we're down to 2 million. Time to wrap it up for Skeeter's Creek and bulldozers.
Excuse me a second there.
Mostly I just check to see if the bar has jobs for me. I'm not actually looking for any advice. This guy still doesn't have the speed brakes, so I suppose we'll just have to make do with the repairs. Well, and the conversation, I meant. Repairs are nice too, though.
Hey, you know old man Brewster's pretty little daughter, Ellie Kim? Well, I was stepping out with her just last night.
Huh?
And you know, if things keep going the way they're going, I reckon I could be seeing a lot more of her.
Let me know which bits you ain't seen yet, and I'll tell you about them.
I have a feeling that Raucus does not like this guy. I probably wouldn't either, to be honest.
Welcome to my store.
But the cell phone craze is still going pretty good, so we're gonna make another shipment to Capital City. And according to this,
I got me a stack of bills here.
it will be day 44. We're going to buy refined oil once we get to Capital City, and then we're going to see Mom, because it'll be day 45, and that's what we do. So here's old Granny and Route 66 Rhonda, always giving us trouble at Skeeter's Creek for some reason. We don't know why. It's always her. You'd think a Granny wouldn't be that difficult. So yeah, I was mentioning earlier in earlier videos how much I love the physics in this game. Not quite that much that time. That kind of kicked us in the balls. We can pretty much write this race off. We lost to Granny already. So I'm just gonna make up for it by beating up some other people and getting on the bikers' case once again.
No commercials, no call.
But the fattest, dang damn!
There she is. We managed to catch right up even after that crash, but we're still gonna lose. There's that guy. He's climbing up onto our trailer. He's gonna try and truck jack us, but not even close. If you're in a biker chase or in a police chase, the moment you start a parking challenge, they will back right off. They cannot follow you into the parking garage. So if you can hold out until then, you're in the clear completely.
Bienvenue.
Cell phone craze is still going high. Not as high, but it's not exactly time to leave the wave just yet. One more delivery ought to do it.
Splendid.
Still doesn't have the speed brakes, and since he only has 2 conversations, we're not going to stick around.
Well, hello.
And we've already heard all the bartenders' conversations, so... With that, we are just going to buy some refined oil and then...
Hello there.
Leave.
Simply marvelous to see you again so soon. Another wonderful choice.
Yeah. Her Majesty had a trailer just like it, blah blah blah.
Bonjour.
And according to my list, I'm supposed to buy refined oil, but it's double greens right now. And we want to buy low and sell high, but this would be buying high. And I'm kind of confused right now. I'm looking over my options. I was told to sell the refined oil to Smokestack Heights, but I can't buy it. It's too high. So what I'm going to do instead is buy pesticide and send that to
Listen up.
Skeeter's Creek. Because Skeeter's Creek will always want this pesticide, always. And since we're heading to Mom's right now, we're going to turn down that race. Non-eventful trip. It wasn't very long. It was only like a minute. Once again, we're stopping here. Gonna pay a visit to our old mama, but first, the garage, to get that other conversation here at Big Mother Truckers Inc. See what he has to say this time.
Nice to see they haven't cut up.
Still doesn't have the speed brakes. We don't know where they are. It's weird. Any second now.
Listen, you don't scare me. I'm gonna tell everybody about what I saw, man.
Say what?
Come on, it doesn't take a genius to work out who you are. I go out for a smoke last night and see something weird in the sky. Following day, a guy in a black suit turns up and starts threatening me. Well, you can't stop me, dude.
Man, what the heck you talking about?
Huh? Whoa, sorry there, Raucus. I thought you were an MIB. Man, I gotta calm down.
That guy's kind of out of it.
Keep an eye out for those copters, man.
But every good southern game like this
Go.
needs
Darn
one of
it, I
those
thought you was a ghost.
conspiracy theory types.
To see my records, are you?
Every game needs them. It's a prerequisite. You can't have a southern type game without one of those guys. Let's check out the sibling rankings. We are in second. After 4 newsflash deliveries, we are in second place. We have $900,000 on Bobby Sue. We still have $3 million less on Earl, but we can definitely make that up real quick. This is great. We are in second place. We only have 1 upgrade left to buy. This is doing... I have a good feeling about this, guys. Now we're checking out the price listings. Pesticide is still going high. Well, not high, but the most in Skeeter's Creek. And there's the cell phones. Enough left in the ride for 1 more day. Here are the bulldozers. They dropped right the hell down after what looks like 4 days. And they're still buying bulldozers for the most out of everybody, but not... the wave is over. Don't bother anymore. So we are going to sell the pesticide to Skeeter's Creek. We're going to buy cell phones and make 1 more trip. Unfortunately, the only thing that's worth buying and selling at Capital City anymore is fruit juice. That is one of the cheapest commodities in the entire game. Fruit juice. And we have to sell that to Greenback. We could go with the fish, but... I was just disgusted when I had to make that choice. Buy the fruit juice of all products. Anyway, once we get the fruit juice, we're going to buy the transfusion products and send that to Capital City once again. And at that point, I wasn't actually sure what to do. We could have gone with the fruit juice again, but we would actually kind of be losing money. I mean, we would be earning money, but we wouldn't be making nearly as much money as we could. So we're going to buy gold bullion. It's not inexpensive, gold bullion, but it's still not an applicable choice. And if you'll remember, they were going for double reds at Capital City, so maybe it's worth buying, checking out. So as you can see here, price of pesticide, we're still earning some money, but not really a whole lot. Gonna go to the bar, see red. Still isn't offering much.
On the TV. I like to keep a track of my shares.
Still isn't offering a job for us, but he is telling us that Greenback wants gold bullion, so hey, maybe it's a good idea.
Didn't think I'd see you.
Garage still doesn't have the speed brakes, so no point in sticking with this guy. We've already heard all the conversations in Skeeter's Creek and Capital City already. I forgot to change tankers, not tankers, trailers, from the tanker to the flatback. So now we're gonna head back, buy the cell phones.
What can I get you?
Still going for double reds.
Take care, Nate.
Awesome. Alright.
Hey, yeah. I hear you reckon you...
I'm gonna accept this old man's challenge to head back to Capital City once again. But hey, if it gets us this much money, we have $2 billion, and when we started this update, we had $5 million. We got a hell of a lot of money. Actually, maybe it's not billion. Maybe it's 10,000? 10 million? Whatever, I'm not good with numbers. Pardon me. I failed math once. So I'm leaving in this one trip because I actually know how this trip goes. I know how it ends. For some reason the bikers get on our cases. Don't know why. We're actually supposed to be on their side right now. But they just go after us for some reason. Don't know why. Old guy must have pissed him off. But as I was saying, I actually know how this ends. I was saying earlier that this video is going to be a good one for us. And well, you'll probably figure that it's bad after talking like this for a little bit, but you'll see. So you'll notice that one of the bikers has managed to get onto our trailers, and I'm not swinging back and forth because I'm trying to beat the guy to the game right here, the race, and I don't make it. And this is a bad frame to pause on, but we just got chuck-jacked. And what this means is that we lost our load. Capital City was right there. Capital City was right there. It was literally just a few frames away, and we got truck-jacked. Our trailer is resting on their front lawn right now, filled to the brim with cell phones, and we don't have it. It's not considered ours, I suppose, so we don't get it, and I'm just sitting there for a second, just recoiling in what had just happened. And we don't have a load to sell to Capital City. We just lost a day. So now I'm kind of pissed if you haven't noticed. Flying through the conversations, don't even give Suki a look. I am irate, let me put it that way. I am frazzled. I am a whole manner of words that I'm not really willing to think of right at the moment because we just lost the last day of the cell phone wave, and now we have to go straight to Greenback, the stupid fruit juice, and we don't even make the parking bonus correct, and here we are in Greenback, and son of a bitch. Fucking bikers. That's why I wanted to get on their good side, so they wouldn't do that.
Holy Craps Trading Post here at Greenback, where you can trade and defer.
Fuck, I want to punch this guy in the face.
So, where do you want to begin?
I want a conversation, at the very least.
Hello and welcome to the Holy Craps Casino. I'm very privileged to welcome you this week because it's National Drooping Hemorrhoids Week. So whether you've got itching, inflammation, dropped ones, or silent ones, the Holy Craps Casino has the solution for you. I never understood that because it's a cream, really. So, unless you are sitting comfortably, come inside and see our never-been-beaten prices on soothing pile cream, manufactured especially for Holy Craps Casino by the Uncle Nobby Byproducts Corporation.
Pile cream, you say?
Better than that, soothing pile cream. We keep it refrigerated specially.
Dang me, but I'm sure Earl once used a tube of that stuff on his sardines.
I don't even find that funny at the moment because I am so pissed about that biker.
Holy Craps Casino.
Fuck. We could have gotten so much money. We could have gotten the lead, and we just lost an entire day. And a day is worth just about as much money as the load would have got us. At the very least, here we get the last upgrade.
Do you have any other needs?
So I'm just scrolling through the list right now just to prove that I have every single upgrade. Speed Race was the very last one, and at the very least, my favorite character pulled through for us.
As good as when it rolled off production line in factory. Can I get you anything?
Yeah, you can. I need someone to talk to.
So, comrade, how can I help you? Perhaps you look for new upgrade to glorious truck, da? I have finest turbochargers from former Soviet Union tanks. Or perhaps you would prefer Ukrainian shock absorbers, da, comrade?
You know, you bring a whole new meaning to you ain't from round here.
Goodbye, and good journey to you.
At least he doesn't change. That's the one good thing about this game right now.
My lord. Say, I heard there's a guy here who's looking
So luckily,
for a trucker who don't ask too many questions.
as much as we can,
Seems he's got some kind of illegal
whatever.
job in mind. I thought
Luckily,
maybe you'd
finger
be
quotes,
interested. What do you say?
we have a job here, and we're gonna take it.
Okay.
We
well, when
could
you're
be
done,
spending
come
this
back
time
again. I
buying
know about all
transfusion
kinds of
products and
stuff
selling
in
it back
this
to Capital
place.
City, but it's a free, I think, $1 million. The job here is that a local crank named Gambelina Fletcher has been calling a radio station called Yak FM, and that was actually the last radio station before MC Escher
Don't show 'em why nobody
to
misses
show off in this game.
The stick by Jamie.
The mission is
We'll find out about us.
Gambelina Fletcher has been calling Yak FM constantly lately to get onto their airwaves, but she keeps getting pulled. She keeps getting put on hold. So she hired us to destroy all the Yak FM billboards and then destroy their antenna.
Get on with the missy.
The radio automatically changes to Yak FM for us, so we can listen to them while we wreck their shit.
Perhaps he doesn't.
We have a minute and 50 to complete this mission.
Destiny will call
That might be
today,
enough.
but
We should
you'll
have
be
enough time.
outdoors.
This will be
Today
absolutely
your
nothing compared to what we could have gotten from the cell phones, unfortunately, and since we know that the other Jackson kids have been capitalizing on that wave, then
You're feeling
the cell phones are
stressed
completely lost to us.
That will soon
I'm still kind of
change.
mad about that. Even now,
Break 'em up good.
when I'm doing this commentary post-production, I just look at this video and I can't help but get a little sour over it. So I just wanted to show off right there that in this mission, if you destroy a billboard that is not Yak FM, you get a time deficit. So you want to be careful, don't just plow straight through them.
Doing today, you may end up in court regarding an assault charge filed by a
Gambelino wants us to go faster to wreck your shit even faster.
but you'll be too busy.
We're going as fast as we can. Leave us
Take time
alone.
out to reflect upon
This'll
your
hurt 'em.
life. Destiny is a punch. Libra, your
Hey, I'm a
wife
Libra.
Candice is cheating on you with your best friend Jimmy.
That bitch!
The guy who works in the convenience store. Destiny says women carry chainsaws.
I'm not much of a chainsaw guy. I'm more of
Today
a...
you will meet a new and exciting
Nah, I can't even finish that joke, I don't know.
But they won't like you. Weeping is suggested.
So obviously the objective here is
Your
speed,
best friend
not
has just found out you're having an
collisions.
affair with
We don't have a
Candace,
damage
his
bar,
wife.
so I don't think we can actually break
Destiny
down.
suggests not going to work at the convenience store today, and instead
But still, time is of the essence here. We only have 52
Hey, that's my
seconds.
sign. So what's in store for me? Don't tell me. I'm gonna get me some loving off a special astronaut lady, right?
I'm trying to be quiet for the radio station right here because you'll see why soon.
the astrology ladies.
I reckon you're just making this up.
Aquarius, today will be the worst day of your life, as you end up having to listen to the boorish, ill-educated ramblings of a redneck.
And here we are at the end of the
an
mission.
amoeba.
Those are the radio towers that we're supposed to take down, and that's it. That static that you hear in the background, that is what Yak FM will sound like for, I think, the rest of the game. So, to top that off, not only did we lose the day and the load and the millions of dollars,
Hello there once again.
but we don't even have another radio
And another big
station
welcome
to
from
listen
the
to for the
Saki
remainder
Wire
of the game.
Corporation
Day
of
48 is the one day that we were supposed to switch from MC Escher to Yak FM, and now there's no Yak FM to listen to.
Oh, excuse me. The Holy Crap Casino is the place to... Oh, dear me. Oh, you'll have to excuse me. I'm on this high-fiber, high-protein diet recommended by Dr. Lansing B. Heston. It doesn't seem to be doing me much good.
Man, I heard about that on the radio. That's killed 2 guys up at Skeeter's Creek. You want to stay clear of that turkey.
Thank you for your concern, but the Sakiwaya Corporation has just bought the license from Dr. Heston, and they wanted someone... Now, what was the word they used? Experienced to try it. No, it wasn't experienced. Now, what was it? Oh, yeah. I got it. Expendable.
This I gotta see.
Going so soon? You watch out for those sailors at Salt Sea. Bye now.
Yeah, whatever. Raucus mentioned when talking to that guy that he heard about the Lansing B. Heston diet and how it killed 2 guys already. You actually can hear about that on the radio, but it's on Yak FM. So, I lose a day. I lose a load, millions of dollars. I lost a radio station, and I'm just kind of completely bummed about that. It automatically sets us up with Yak FM right after the mission for some reason. So, we're gonna switch to Yeeha FM, in my opinion, the most entertaining of all of them. And here are some bikers. I'm trying to leave them alone, but would you look at this bullshit? Granny and Route 66 Rhonda had gotten on the bikers' bad sides, and so they randomly spawned on the road for us, and I was trying to avoid them, but if you manage to just look at one of them funny while Rhonda is chasing, while Rhonda is being chased by the bikers, if you happen to look at them funny, they will immediately switch sides and go after you. What is this bullshit? So here I am trying to beat that other guy with my trailer here. I'm trying to make sure that he doesn't get a chance to jump up. Fuck the bikers. I was trying so hard to be on the good side so they would never chase after me and I wouldn't have to worry about their shotguns beating up my truck or getting truck jacked. And then that bullshit happens. And I could have redone this the 10 days. To be honest, I really could have. But that's not how to play the game. Yeah, fuck you, buddy. That's not how you play the game. I'm not gonna pussy out. If we happen to lose, if I happen to lose, then that's my fault.
Now wait till you get back home again.
Gotta take your hits as they come, you know?
To see your return.
And we don't even get that much money for transfusion products. I'm kind of mad, as you can probably tell. The last thing to buy is gold bullion here.
Good day to you. How may I help you?
Didn't want to spend any time talking to that guy. I'm gonna at least talk to Suki here.
One of my regulars needs some
And
help from
surprisingly,
someone
she has a
bothered
job
about
for
how
us.
they make their dough. Does that sound good to you?
Now, I'm kind of thinking about
It's
it.
gonna be a
Well,
long
actually,
journey.
apparently not.
Take good care of yourself, Toot.
Pardon me. Here is the job here. We have to sell, we have to get some hot TVs from Capital City to Salt Sea. But here's the thing. The TVs were built by some Japanese corporation and they were not put together very soundly. They're very fragile.
Salt Sea, or the wrong people get unhappy.
We have 4 minutes to make the trip, and the trip is not 4 minutes long.
When you're on the road, sometimes you
But we have to take it easy. The slightest nip will drive that bar that you see at the bottom right way the hell up. And here's the thing about this mission as well. The police cars are not cars. They are armored vans. You're seeing one of them soon, I think. There it is, up ahead on the left-hand side, just passing that bus. That is an armored police car, right there. That thing. That thing will absolutely wreck your shit. If it was just the normal police cars, then we could probably take them, but there's no way, even if we're an 18-wheeler truck, there's no way I want to mess with those armored vans. And besides, these TVs are fragile anyway. We want to get them to Salt Sea City as quickly as we can. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but when we did the job for Greenback, our day counter actually didn't go up. But on this day, on this job, it did. I don't understand what the deal is with the jobs. I think actually, I think if the job means stopping in another city, then you get a job up, or you spend the day. But if the job ends just in the middle of nowhere, like that last one did, in front of Yak FM's building, then the day will not go up. And here I am, after a minor traffic jam, the police decide to go after me. And here I am trying to avoid them all, and I'm beating the hell out of my trailer, and that bar at the bottom right-hand corner is going right the hell up, and it's nearly full already, and there's a car beating us up again, and we failed the mission. We lose a day. We don't have any load. We don't get the $120 million for completing the job. We're going back to Capital City with nothing. We lose a hell of a lot of money.
Hello. I see you have returned to mock me with your good health and
notice right here that the gold and the platinum are both green when they were double reds back at the beginning. We could buy the bulldozers, but Skeeter's Creek isn't really going for it right now. So I'm going to the garage instead. I'm going to trade my trailer. I'm going to make it up on the fly. I don't know what the hell to buy.
Oh, good afternoon.
Going to switch to the tanker, see if they have anything worth selling, buying as the tanker. More pesticide taking us to Skeeter's Creek. I do not want to go to Skeeter's Creek. They have enough pesticide and they have enough bulldozers. They're going to want the pesticide and bulldozers forever, but they're not paying that great. And everything with the refrigerated trailer is going for greens or yellow. So fuck that. We don't know what to buy. Capital City isn't selling anything worth buying. We're just gonna take the bulldozers and fuck it, just bite the bullet, take it back to Skeeter's Creek.
Hey.
Fuck this update, to be perfectly honest. We lost a day. To summarize. To summarize the entire update so far. We got a hell of a good lead. Not a lead, but we made a hell of a lot of time. Here's a news flash at the bottom. Smokestack Heights wants gas. Whatever. Some story about the union. Blah 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 blah. I don't care. To summarize the update. We got a hell of a lot of money at the beginning. Then some biker asshole jacks our trailer, and here I am getting vindictive at him, just beating the hell out of him, sending that guy absolutely flying just because I can. And we fail a mission, we lose a radio station, so I don't have as much content to show off in the video. Don't get me wrong, I'll still be posting the radio station in the thread, but we'll have to be listening to old material for the rest of the game. You know what? Just fuck it. There's your update.